Welcome to another episode, and I'm joined by Kat, Shaba, Sishe, who looks like Paul Pogba. What's happening, my G? you know,
You
yeah,
have
the
to be,
hair went away. I'm not sure if you guys watched the game, man. I was expecting a lot. I thought maybe the opposite of Samson would happen. Samson from the Bible, his strength came from his hair. So I thought with him being bald, his powers would come back. But
did he- did he
yeah,
have did he have a brilliant game though in your view? Okay, so it was the
it's
Samsung thing. It was the hair that thingy. But yeah,
it,
he convinced me to shave my hair off. I think it's much better.
yeah, yeah. yeah. I see. But gents, man, like I don't know where you guys want to start off. Should we start off with your team, Shaba? I mean, that was the first fixture of the weekend, and you guys made light work of Brighton. I'm just disappointed that Salah had to come off at the 60th minute because he scored a penalty and I triple captained him. So I'm currently sitting on 24 points. It would have been nice if he finished the game.
You
But yeah,
you triple captain Salah. Double game week. Arsenal away is the
yeah,
second fixture. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, there's I mean it's a good shout. It's a good shout, but
Mhm.
now he might be injured. Just judging by his social media posts, I think he's fine. Because he's saying things like what was it that he said? That it's in our own hands, and I think there's pictures of him training and everything, so I'm not too concerned. I was worried about Diaz after
Yeah,
that
that collision.
collision.
That was
I think,
terrible. That was
Yeah,
yeah,
Sanchez was lucky to not even get
yep. I
anything.
think he should
Yeah.
have been sent off.
Mm.
Um, Allison had a bit of a where he was kind of outside the box, but not really outside the box. Yeah, look, the ball stayed in. I mean,
Shiva.
look, I'll take
Shiva.
a yellow card for Allison if you guys can give me the red
Nah,
card for what's his name. Actually, I'll
no,
take
it's
the
not.
yellow card
It's
from
not.
Allison if you
No,
guys can give me
Shiva.
Harry Kane's
No,
red card.
Shiva.
So cool.
It's not tit for tat, Shiva.
yeah,
For every incident, let's just address the incident.
yeah.
The Diaz collision. I honestly think, yeah, that should have been a red. And I don't know what was going on with VAR this weekend, but it seems whenever VAR makes a wrong decision in one game, literally it happens in like three or more games where it they get the decisions wrong.
Yeah.
And for Allison, uh,
I mean, it's a
be
yellow. It's a
honest.
free kick, right?
Yeah.
From that angle, I don't see anyone in Brighton scoring. So cool. Not really. Not really consequential. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, another 3 points, more pressure on City. 3 points behind them, same number of games played. Today I'm a Crystal Palace fan.
Yeah.
Patrick Vieira is my G.
yeah. Yeah.
I think we
Yeah.
spoke we spoke about the dangers of Palace. If I recall, Mike mentioned that Palace won their first game. I think it was like 2-0.
Yeah. They won 2-0. Yeah. And that was at
Mm-hmm.
Etihad. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's going to be a very difficult one tonight. For City, but I think City just know how to win. But if I was a betting man, I'd give it to Palace. I'd give it like a 3-2 type of game. It's going to be a crazy one because Pep really recognizes that if he drops any points or he doesn't pick up any point tonight, it's just going to put more pressure on his team.
I know that's true, bro. It really is gonna put a lot of pressure on this team. But yeah, like for me, let's just wait and see. Cause I'm a neutral today. I just want a game that is free flowing,
X,
attacking. With
you can't
cohesion.
afford to be anything but a neutral today.
Yeah,
There's nothing for you to be interested in. You're just watching football tonight.
bruh. Why are you coming at me, dog? You always
I'm
do this.
not. I'm not.
Like
No, but
I'm acknowledging
I'm
that
just
I'm a neutral.
yeah. Yeah, you don't have a vested interest in this. Yeah. So just enjoy the game.
Yeah, no, of course, of course. I just want to see, Vieira get the W. And then with you guys, Sihle, King Kai, you know, that game was a very
That
tough
boy.
game.
Yeah,
And
no. I think we and I'll say this. We spoke with Newcastle.
yeah,
Newcastle is on the up, my guy. Like the
yeah,
last 10 game log that we're looking at, they're in the top 4, if not top 5. They're on the up. That manages with just 100 million has turned the team around, and I knew
Just
there
a
was going to be a
hundred
tough
million.
game. Just 100 million. Well, yeah, Man United spent 80% of that 100 million on one player, and he concedes an own goal. But anyway, let's not talk about that. Yeah, I knew it was a difficult game. I knew it was going to be a very difficult game. But I hadn't given up. I think when Lukaku came on, he was running around. I knew he wasn't going to score. I love the boy very much, but I just knew he wasn't going to score. And then it took a moment of brilliance with Kai, and I can understand now why we wanted that boy that much. And I think it puts every argument to rest, whether he's generational talent or not. He's one to look out for.
You think he's generational, bruh?
Generation.
Putting him there.
You're pulling a poor Pogba now, dog.
Yes,
on with your pulling.
Speaking of incidents, Sihle, I heard that that your boy should have been sent off. I mean, I didn't watch the game. I don't watch Chelsea games. I'm sorry, I don't watch Chelsea games.
You miss out.
Not for any reason. It's just like you guys are not a threat, but yeah, and apparently there was a penalty incident for Newcastle as well.
Mm-hmm. It was one incident. It was the pen incident. There should have been a penalty, and that's the long and short of it. It was sent upstairs. I have no idea, because we can't even afford brown envelopes with all the sanctions. I don't know what happened there, but that was a pen. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah, but hey,
see,
you got away with
unlike Shivar. So unlike Shivar, who tries and sugarcoats bullcrap decisions, I'm
okay.
I'm honest. It was a pen.
Okay, cool. Let's give Allison his yellow card.
Yeah, but because
what changed?
And what about the opponent?
Oh, they free kick outside the box. Okay, they can have that as well.
Yeah. And who's they set piece taker anyway? Brighton don't have Ward-Prowse. They don't have anyone of that ilk, So yeah,
I don't even think Gross was on the pitch at the time. So
yeah, he wasn't.
Yeah, look, I wasn't too concerned about. We looked very
guys,
good.
No, guys. Why are we? It was sorry. The team was cheated. Why are we talking about the set players?
No. Agreed.
Why does it matter now?
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
no, my bad.
Technically, the ball didn't cross the line. But if it was given, I wouldn't have complained.
Yeah. I know, indeed. And then you, Kat, let's not leave you out, bro. You've been quiet there, I mean, your team is.
He had something. He had something to say when I was talking about how King Kai is generational talent.
Okay. What's your take about that, Kat? Do you agree with man?
Before you even address the term generational, this whole King Kai thing, I said it before, like, yo, hey, these titles are handed out so loosely nowadays. Like, why are you calling someone King Kai? No ways, man. Like, he's a good player. Like, I like him. He uses his brain a lot. He's very intelligent. Doesn't do too much physically. Like, he's my type of player. I like him. But generational, like, what is generational nowadays?
Well, I think right now everyone is caught up.
Yeah.
Everyone is caught up everyone is caught up in recognizing players that are going to take football to the next level, where Cristiano has taken football, where Messi has taken football. So I think everyone is caught up in recognizing, because to be honest, guys, we were fortunate to be watching soccer at the peak time of the Messis of this world, the Benzemas of this world. So everyone is caught up in that they're trying to recognize the next generation of talent. Like when you look at the player, that you know that that player is going to change and bring something different to the game. And there's quite a few players right now where there's talk of generational talent because you can recognize them. Like Holland, you can see he's generational. Mbappe, you can see he is generational. And King Kai, I think he is putting on a good show for him to be represented or to be spoken of in that conversation.
How old is he?
Right.
I think he's
No,
How
like
old is King?
22. I'll check for you now.
Yeah, he's still young. He's still very young. But like, who
Didn't
do
Messi have a
you think is
Ballon
better?
d'Or at that age?
Yeah, even Cristiano was oh no, Cristiano was 23. Yeah, his first Ballon
yeah.
d'Or. Yeah, but Messi by 22 had that, and then Michael Owen
Yeah,
had it
he's
at
22.
20. Yeah, so yeah,
Talk
Shava, your
about that
team
guy.
has the youngest. Yeah, you guys have the youngest Ballon d'Or winner of all time because 20 is hella young, and he beat I
Nah,
think
No,
think
what? It was
Messi was a freak of
Ronaldo's the youngest,
no,
wasn't he?
it's Michael Owen, bro.
no.
Is it?
Owen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I'm
Owen,
talking
bro.
about the Brazilian Ronaldo.
Michael Owen.
Hmm.
And Owen is not Brazilian, dog. He's the youngest to win it, and he won it over Zinedine Zidane. You know, Zidane likes kicking people and punching people. That's the reason why they scrapped it for him because in Euro 2000, Zidane was at his peak and he did his thing, and then because he for Juve, there's a guy who he punched. I don't know what that guy said to him. He just knocked him out. So they're like, you know what, we're gonna give the award to Owen rather because you don't know how to behave. So yeah, it is what
And
it is.
if only we knew what was going to happen in the future, where it was
Yeah,
more
no,
than
of
just a
course.
punch. He
Yeah, of
decided I'm gonna
course.
headbutt you.
Yeah. But Cat,
But
bro. Oh, sorry. Oh no, you can go. You can go, Sisle. You
nah,
wanna say something?
players like your Messi was a freak of nature, my guy. And I think when Messi was introduced, the team that was Barcelona at the time, they had
Yeah.
Ronaldinho. At one point, they had Eto. They had brilliant players, and
Deco.
he just
Deco, bro.
thank you, Deco.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Deco.
So
Nice.
he just took it to the next level. We're not going to see another Messi. We're not going to see another Ronaldo. But it's quite nice to have the conversation about young talent that's on the up. That you can either, if you get it wrong, you get it wrong. If you get it right, I can go back to this podcast 10 years from now. It's like, yeah, telling my grandkids, like, yeah, see, I told you that boy was King Kai generational talent,
Yeah.
and Kat and Shivar and X all agree that I was wrong. Can you see that I was right? So yeah, it's just a good conversation to have.
Yeah.
I think there's a difference between a world class talent, which is what he is. I'm not denying that, and generational.
Yeah.
I think that's quite a big difference. Like Messi and Ronaldo aside, how many players are there now we can say are generational?
Mbappe.
Two other players I can think of. Well, are we talking about young players or are we talking about
players now or players just past their prime who we could say this guy was a generational player?
Luka Modric.
Was Modric really a generational player?
Or a super?
I can think of 6 Spanish midfielders who are at his level or were at his level
right now.
Like who?
Well, in their career, there's probably about 6 that were at his level.
Okay, name them.
Xavi.
But
obviously.
You see, generational talent.
Yeah, but like, we're speaking a different generation now.
David Silva. That's already 3.
Talent.
Right?
Yeah, but
it can't be generational if there's 3 of them. Fabregas, that's 4.
Yeah. But the thing is that Modric has won a work. Okay, no, not one, but almost won a work. I won't say his country was not dope because I mean Croatia have technical players, but for Croatia to reach a World Cup final on its own is an accomplishment.
That's
but
no one saw that coming. Don't lie, Shiva. Don't say I had my money on Croatia because no one.
No. I was a big Croatia fan because I wanted them to knock out England. That was it, and always liked Croatia as a team. I didn't think they'd make the final, but I mean, anyway, what I'm trying to say is Modric is a world-class talent, but you can't be generational if there's 4 other people in your generation that's on your level.
No, but why not?
Yeah.
Why not, Shavar? Come on, dog.
Because
Come
then
on,
there's
dog.
4 of you. You're not a one in a generation talent.
Well, look
You're a
at Brazil's.
four or
Well, yeah, we're
Look
five
not
at
saying.
Brazil's
in a
2002
generation
World
talent.
Cup team. Look at Brazil's 2002 World Cup team. They had R9, generational. Rivaldo, generational. Kaká, generational. Ronaldinho.
I think we have
generational.
different definitions of generational.
Yeah. Okay, fine. I think that's yeah. What's your definition actually, Shavar? Rather than me.
You will
Let
see
me-
this player once in this generation. The only time you'll see the player again is in another
young.
generation. You won't see him twice.
Oh,
So like
okay.
Kante, for
Okay.
example, for me, he's generational because he's the only one.
Who can do what he can.
Even though you'll get some midfielders that are better than him, but no one can match his skill set. So
Yeah.
therefore, he is generational. Like
And then
Trent
Salah
will be
argument.
generational
And
because
yeah,
he's the
that's
only
that
right
was my
back
next question.
who can
Trent,
play as a playmaker, right? Then maybe there'll be a maybe you guys will rate Kimmich or whoever else to say he's a better right back. Fine, you can have that argument, but Trent is the only one who can do that.
Yeah.
Is Salah
Is
generational?
Salah?
Yeah.
The Mane is on the other side who does the same thing. Like, can't say he's Salah does it better, but it's the same thing.
Yeah. He's
And
he's
plus,
boring-
and
boring
plus,
to
and
watch,
plus,
bro.
he's got Messi. Like,
Yeah.
you
It
can't.
makes it difficult.
you can't
Benzema
beat
is
can't.
Benzema generational. Is Benzema generational talent, or is he just a world-class player?
Yo.
I think in any other generation, you'd probably say he was generational, but in this one, I'll say he's just world class.
Yeah,
Yo.
because it's tough, man. There's Benzema,
Hey,
there's
So-
Aguero,
Yo.
there's Suarez, there's Lewandowski. Hey.
But
So,
Yeah,
guys,
there's-
yeah, but guys, when you look at I'm not sure if you guys saw my status of Benzema. You know, when you look at his numbers, I know eye test plays a huge role, and I feel like Benzema passes the eye test in my
Yeah,
opinion.
no,
He
that
can-
does.
that guy can play football, in general. But when you look at Leon, remember when Leon used to slap teams up in the Champions League? When they had him, they had John McCoon, they had Janino, they had
Maluda.
Maluda.
You guys remember Maluda?
Yeah, Maluda, yeah. Chelsea, yeah, bro. But like,
They also had a striker named Fred, a
you
Brazilian
see
named
Yeah,
Fred.
the Brazilian Fred. And as well, remember Lisandro Lopez? He used to play for FC
And
Porto.
Hugo
then
Lloris, right?
Beg your pardon?
Hugo Lloris as well.
Yeah, Hugo Lloris as well,
Mm.
bro. So that team used to do well in the Champions League. It used to finish in the latter stages. They used to knock Real Madrid out all the time for us, making our path so easy to the final. But yeah, like
And you
for
got
me, with
spoiled.
Benz, it's quite tricky, guys. Like, Benz, man, Uncle Benz.
Nah, man.
I don't
He's
think
way-
it's tricky.
somebody
He's
else,
a
man,
world class
like-
player. He
He's
was
way-
probably
Generational-
the top
That's
five,
unique.
one of the top 5 strikers in the last decade.
Yeah.
Nah, you have to be unique, man. Your skill set really has to be unique to be generational,
Oh yeah.
So like Shiraz said, like a Kante, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
only Kante does what Kante does, you know what I'm saying? So
Of
like
course.
Mesut Ozil also, So
Yeah.
something unique. So
All right.
yeah, man.
All right, guys. Okay. I'm not sure if you guys watched the game that took place at 7:30. I had load
Maguire.
Wait. So I had load shedding between 6 and 8:30, right? So I only caught like from 24 minutes onwards. I'm not sure if you guys started the game. That's what I wanted to ask.
I did.
Before that, how
So-
was United playing in those 24 before the cracker from Ronaldo? Because for me, I just feel like Ronaldo's goals were just worldies. Even the header itself, bro. That was a worldy header. Even the strike. And so overall, from where I started, I don't think we played well. I just think we were carried by the quality of CR. That's just my
But isn't
opinion.
it?
Other than the
Isn't
second
that?
goal, yeah.
Isn't it
Beg pardon?
always the argument that we have when it comes to Man United, that it's a bunch of talented star players? I watched. Actually, went with Jimmy. We went to the cross and watched the first half there because we were also
Yeah.
no cheated. First half, I enjoyed it. It was a good fight. But that's the thing with United. United either do one of two things. I don't know whether you're not fit enough, but you can't sustain your pressing game. It's either you do it in the first half and the second half is going to be crap, or you do it in the second half because the first half was crap. So it's almost like your players have to preserve themselves.
Yeah, but didn't Shiva's team have that problem when Klopp came in, Shiva, with the pressing and the fitness levels at first?
Not for this long. Not for this long.
Nah, bro. Nah, don't lie. Don't care.
Not for this
bro.
long.
You guys were getting hit by Watford and stuff. Remember Igalo?
Yeah.
Bro?
No, I remember, but
yeah, bro.
but we
So
also pressed better, and as I always say, we had worse players. But we also had some guys like Bobby and Lallana who you'd like wind them up and they just never stop running. Henderson as well. It's just the rest of the team, like Benteke, he was never gonna press, but there he was. Lucas as well. He was also in that midfield. Emre Can was another one. I mean, he tried, but he was never that mobile. And our defense liked to play deep. We had Skirtle, those guys, Mignolet who couldn't pass. So we had to play deep. So we couldn't really. Once Klopp got his tactics right, I mean, you saw how it's that when we played City in 2017, when they got like 120 points or whatever it was, and everyone was talking about this is the greatest side ever. And we absolutely rocked them. From that day, that was when the Klopp press was like, this is it.
But I think
this is our tactic.
The press it's more like a drill that the team they practice and over and with every session they get it right. We are what 5-6 months into your manager's new.
It's not 5
like what are we on? 4 months.
Relax, Chief.
Wait, how many months are we in? Okay, let's be honest. When was he put in the position? When did he take over?
Like around November, bro. I think. I
don't think it was that.
Then it's 5 months, my guy.
Wait.
If it's November, that's 5 months. Unless my math is losing me.
Let's just check, bro. Hey, or maybe time is flying, bro.
Yeah, you're having so much fun.
This guy took over, bro. Because damn, I'll be shocked, bro. As to when he actually
December.
It was December, yeah.
It was December.
Yeah. December.
Oh, okay, cool. So that's what 4 months in.
Yeah,
4 months in, and still there's no pattern of play. The press is still not there. Because remember, it's repetitive, where it becomes muscle memory, where you know where you need to be as a player. So you mean to tell me that 4 months later there's still nothing? And I don't foresee that changing.
I mean, he tweaked the formation so many times, so it's difficult because
it makes it very difficult.
You can't say I'm gonna press and then the rest of the team doesn't
press. Yeah, exactly.
Because then you're just out of position.
Yeah, but I feel like guys, it's okay. I just feel like it's more of a fitness thing more than anything because we first halves generally we not bad. It's only in the second half where guys are just jaded and they get tired, you know. And with Spurs, I'm surprised they didn't capitalize on that because I feel like they were more than capable. I mean, Kuleshevsky, I don't know how to pronounce his name. He was a bit problematic for us. I mean, the first goal for
they were very unlucky. I think Spurs were very unlucky. Spurs should have won that game.
But in some
they were going up against a force on the day, and Ronaldo decided to show up. I think whether there's a pressure that the talk that was around him, he just decided to remind everybody who the hell he is.
Yeah, but the thing is that you can't do that one game and then go for 10 games and go missing for the next 10 games, you know. So for me, I'm not gonna get excited.
Get him fired up. But I think it makes it difficult if you're gonna say you're gonna get a player like Ronaldo fired up. On the flip side of the coin, I actually sometimes wonder had Ronaldo moved to City, how many goals would he be sitting with right now?
I think the league would be done.
Yeah, the league would be done. Because I mean, you'd just be tapping in. Have you seen how Sterling scores his goals, bro? It's basic tap-ins, far post, boom.
Yeah,
post.
Sterling out of his 10 goals that he gets, 9 are going to be tap-ins, and one is going to be a brilliant. Oh, okay. Yeah, he scored. But yeah, mostly tap-ins. And I think the system that Pep plays would have suited Cristiano. And we are thankful to Ole that
I don't
it
think
didn't
so.
happen, because you reckon?
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think
He's not.
Yeah.
okay. Look, it would have worked because he's Cristiano, but
Yeah.
I don't think Pep doesn't like that striker. He doesn't like someone waiting to receive the ball. He's not. He would rather have Phil Foden playing at striker than an actual striker.
Yeah.
Unless it's an exceptional, like someone like he played David Villa left wing.
Yeah.
Right?
At times, yeah, for Barca.
Yeah. Like that's just Pep. He doesn't like strikers. He played Thierry Henry left wing.
Yeah, but Thierry Henry and David Villa actually know how to play soccer, guys. Like I feel like they just have the fundamentals of holding the ball. They've got IQ, they can turn with the ball. They're pretty much like how Firmino plays, how Uncle
and Foden
Ben
is.
plays.
I think that's the other thing with Foden. Foden's mind when it comes to football and his positional play, where he knows where he is. Foden's one of those players where he, even if he's not facing the goal, if you pass him the ball, he knows where the goalposts are.
Yeah.
Which that in itself shows you positionally he knows where he is within the field.
I mean, Ronaldo has all of that as well.
Yeah, I do think, honestly, we'll never know. But I do think if Cristiano was moved to City, we'll all be like, we'll all be.
The league would be
done. Be over.
It would be so easy for him, bro. It's just tap in after tap in, and Ronaldo, when it comes to being in the right position, like you saw the second goal, he saw that ball played by Matic, and he was already sprinting, and then as soon as Sancho got it. It was, he was there. He was alone. And, I was just worried about Sancho being offside. But I was like, oh, donkey automatic. See what happens when you have a ball playing CDM. Passes like that happen. McTominay would never, ever play a ball like that.
But I think Sancho had an average game. And this is average. This is Man United average, which is crap.
Well,
I think United just had an average game aside from Ronaldo.
Average, guys. Yeah, besides Ronaldo, it was an average game. So even with me, I won't come out here and be like, we destroyed Spurs. Nah, and you saw on Twitter, people were losing their minds. Ronaldo was trending, Viva Ronaldo. Yes, we get the guy's a gunman, like standard, 800 and how many goals now? And 7. And counting,
the most.
Yeah.
He's the most thingy. According to FIFA.
Yeah, because Pele.
Are you wanting to pull the Brazilian record books? Where
that's what they say.
Something different. Yeah.
I have to say according to FIFA, bro, because I mean, we don't know what happened before FIFA started counting goals. We don't know how many goals your Peles, your Zicos of this world, Bebeto. Apparently, Bebeto has over 1,000. Which is wild, but hey,
I saw a meme of Pele counting all the goals that Graziano Pele also scored as his goals.
Or the Italian.
Yeah.
Yes, that guy was a problem, man. He was a gem for fantasy in his days, man.
Yes, 7.5 million striker.
Scoring braces and hat tricks, bro. But yeah, for me, I won't say. Sorry.
No, I was going to speak about the Everton game. I don't know if you're interested.
I was about to touch on that. What's up?
They're in trouble.
Yo,
If
Can
they're
we
not-
just agree on one thing? Can we just agree on one
Yeah.
thing before we go any further? I know when the time comes, Slayer, you and I are going to be killing each other over the Gerrard and Lampard debate. But as a manager, can we just agree that Gerrard wins this battle?
he does though. Come on.
There we go.
Gerrard
for
won
As
the
a manager,
now.
yeah.
without losing a
Look,
single
this
game.
guy.
That's tough, bro.
Let's just agree that as a manager, Gerrard wins this battle. We can have the Gerrard Lampard debate when the time comes over the footballer. But as a manager, let's just agree on that one.
Yeah.
For now.
I don't think it's a clear cut, James. I don't think it's a clear cut. I mean, if you look at Lampard's managerial career, I mean, he went to Derby in his first season and managed to get them into the playoffs. I mean, he was cool. He was up against Jack Grealish, Aston Villa, so obviously they were going to lose that. Went to Chelsea and had to work with what he had because of the transfer ban. He managed that pretty well. Got the boys to the Champions League. Was managing that Champions League winning team for half of that actual, season. And yeah, man, like I don't think it's that clear cut. I mean, cool. I mean, Gerrard went to Scotland and he managed one of the
And
teams.
ended a
Farmers
9-year winning streak.
Nah, that's a
Oh,
Farmers
wait,
League.
cool. I'll give him that. I mean,
Yeah,
cool.
but
Rangers,
his team were one of the farmers.
No, but Rangers is a big club though. Like it's a big club.
Yeah.
Only Celtics can challenge Rangers. So, but yes, I mean it's a high pressure situation because like if it's not Celtics, it has to be Rangers. So kudos to him for that also. But also the Aston Villa team is inherited is not a small team. So I don't think it's that clear cut that Gerrard is a better manager than Lampard. I just think Gerrard made better moves, man. I mean, there's more pressure in England. I mean, Lampard is always going to die at Chelsea sooner or later. Everyone does. So yeah, man.
Totally agree with you, Kat, on that. Totally agree with you.
No, Shiva, I'm with you,
I
bro.
think it's clear cut, guys. Well, not clear cut, but I think
Nah,
Gerrard
I think for
has
you
a
it's clear cut because everyone can see that Gerrard is being good for the Liverpool position, and you can't really talk bad about your future manager.
No, that's true.
I don't want to think about what's gonna happen when Klopp leaves. I just wanna, Klopp is never gonna leave. He's gonna be 95, and he's still gonna be there.
He's gonna pull a Fergie.
Nah, he's gonna leave.
He's gonna pull a Fergie. He's gonna pull a Fergie.
Nah,
Yes.
at some point you must think about succession because Man United didn't. They reckon David Moyes was the successor, and look how that happened.
Why do you always
speaking
base
of
this
Moyes,
on United, man? You always use these examples are nice, dog. But anyway,
I think I said this last week, and I'm gonna repeat it. Arsenal are in a better position structurally than United, and
they are.
When you look at Arsenal might be sorted for the next coming 2, if not 3 seasons, unless they don't F it up themselves. Because I think they are gonna get Champions League football next season.
Yeah, I think so as well.
That other team is only gonna get Thursday night football, but hey, Barcelona is gonna be there, so it's going to be fine.
Barca are 4th right now, bro, in La Liga, so they're not gonna be in the Europa League next season, But yeah,
so Barcelona is also leaving Europa. So
where is Sevilla on the log?
They're second, but they keep dropping points, bro.
Okay.
So the gap is just opening for what again? This team, Real Madrid. They keep dropping points. I don't think Sevilla are used to, challenging for the title.
Being that high up.
Yeah. So for them, it's that pressure that maintaining this is tough, for them.
Yeah, and David Moyes pulled the first one over over Stevie G. That was a good win for David's team. I want to see the point difference between X. Are you able to show the table as is
for Premier League?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just quickly do it now. Premier League. I will share.
And I'm surprised. Just speaking on Arsenal, I watched them yesterday. Arsenal is playing some beautiful football, guys.
Dog.
I think we need to recognize that they're playing some decent football. Arsenal have always been that team that play beautiful football, but they've got a very soft belly. and I enjoyed watching them, though they're frustrating. But watching them yesterday, I was impressed. I've actually watched their last 3 games, and to be honest, they're on the up.
Yeah, look, they won their last 5, bro. As you can see, it's all ticks. Tick, 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 tick. So it just
Zoom
shows you,
in. I
bro.
want to see the point. I want to see the point difference there from fourth right up until eighth.
All right, let me just quickly zoom in. Please bear with me. How do
But
you
there's
zoom
one
on
team that has 3 games in hand, so it's not really a
which
Hey, but
team?
good comparison.
games in hand don't mean points, my guy. Spurs is
It
learning
means
that the hard way.
opportunities, though.
Yeah, because Spurs are like
Opportunity,
sinking now.
opportunity doesn't mean it's yeah, it's a given.
Yeah. And speaking of
Understandable,
Arsenal,
but for
guys.
me,
Oh, sorry.
yeah,
Yeah, Cat. You can go.
nothing. For me, having games in hand, like it's for me, it feels like less pressure. Though, like if you've caught up on all your games, everyone's on 28. Like if you lose, like it's like you're screwed. Like you're basically fucked. Whereas if
Yes.
it's game 26, while everyone's on 29, like you're a little more relaxed because you're just like, okay, cool. I still have like this little buffer to get me through. So I think it's helping
Until you have to
Arsenal.
play those buffer games.
Yeah, true. And like I see it now, like everyone's a little more relaxed, whatever. But I'm still not totally convinced because like these are teams that even if Arsenal was struggling, I still expect them to beat them. Leicester have never really, especially with Vardy out, I was just like, okay, cool, like it's gonna be a
Yeah.
good time. And yeah, man, we played what Watford, so all these teams. I expect Arsenal to beat those teams. So when the big guys pull up, that's when I actually want to see, okay, cool. Is Arteta
Question.
who he behave?
Question, Cat. Your next
Yeah.
game is against Shavaz Liverpool. As you can see, he's smiling, he's excited. Are you as excited as he is, bro?
Look, man, like Liverpool stayed traumatizing my team. So I'm very numb to that fixture, man. Like, I just hope the boys can like score a goal or so. Like, they need to do something in attack because, hey, man, like when last did Arsenal score, bro? Like against Liverpool, like 2 goals, something like make it competitive. Like for me, when I watch football, man, the thing of I'm gonna watch the entire 90 minutes, make it interesting at least. Like there's nothing I hate more than when Arsenal do the whole collapse thing of theirs. So yeah, man, if the boys lose, I won't be surprised. It is what it
Yeah.
is. But City also, I expect a loss there. But Chelsea, Tottenham, those are the games I get excited for because anything can happen there.
Wow.
At
The
the
danger.
Emirates, though, you guys,
Yeah.
sorry, at the Emirates, you guys actually
The
do have
yeah.
a good record against us.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, but
we
like
don't have a
the
very good
Emirates,
record at the Emirates, and this
Yeah.
game's at the
the
Emirates,
Emirates,
so who knows?
the,
Yeah.
the danger
cool.
of
I
this
hear you, but like,
of this game. Sorry,
uh-huh.
Kat, just a quick one. The danger of this game is it could be the game that collapses everything that follows because you confidence wise you're very fragile, and I think if you get a proper hiding from Liverpool right now, heads are going to drop and you're going to be in trouble. And if you
Look, if
stand
it was
up,
at Anfield, I'd agree with you, but at Emirates, these guys generally show up at the
Yeah.
Emirates. At Anfield, it's just whether we're scoring 4 or 5. It's not. There's no contest there. But look, at the Emirates, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's true. At the Emirates, Arsenal do turn up, bro. But like
but
Shabab,
Ramsdale, it's gonna take a showing to beat Ramsdale. I think
yeah,
right now he is England's number one without any questions. And what the last comment that came through that Arsenal is the team to watch next season. I'm
yeah,
tired of that. We always say that Arsenal is the team to watch next season because we're rebuilding. Arsenal has been rebuilding since Arsene Wenger left the team, and I don't want to keep on singing the same song, but sure, yeah, the other one they're on the up, but come on, guys. At some point, they must deliver something.
yeah.
I
No,
mean, the
no.
team is still like,
FA Cup.
I mean, cool, they're playing well, but it's still like kids. And they're gonna come across a Liverpool that have a lot of seasoned players that have been there, done that basically, and that's why we always crumble against the Man City, against the Liverpool, because these guys know how to navigate these kind of games. Whereas at Arsenal, when we're up, but when we're down, chances of us coming back is always shaky. And CK is right, like taking a beating from Liverpool could affect the next couple of games that come. because hey, we always have a massive hangover after Liverpool lost, you know. So, hey man, I'll see what happens, bro. If you do lose to Liverpool, man, don't be like 2-1 or something, dog. Anything more than that, hey,
Hey, hey,
I could have hit my club, bro.
no, don't stress.
Nah,
That
just
we,
hope
we,
I can't hope 3 players don't start for Liverpool. Either they are injured or they pick up COVID. Salah, Diaz, and
man.
who's the fourth one? And Mane.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
Jota, I don't know what's going on with
on my
him.
side. It was a
So
secret.
if you play Jota and Bobby, you guys are okay with that? Because I'm also okay if you play
Bobby,
Jota and Bobby.
Hey,
but
listen to that. Squad
the
depth,
confidence.
dog. Yeah, that's what
The
happens when you have
confidence.
that's what happens when you have a fluid system, bro. Whoever you start,
Where you can just interchange players.
I mean, City won the league without Aguero, remember that season, bro. Like,
But I
Remember,
think
during
was
AFCON,
it
Bobby
De Bruyne?
started for us.
You see? Yeah, and you guys were winning still. You guys were winning.
And we drew
comfortably.
one game, and that was the game he didn't start.
Yeah.
I think. I could be wrong about that.
Yeah.
But I think also Arsenal need to address this issue, the elephant in the room, in that sure, fine, they've made a decision to go with the young players. They should make the same mistake that they've been making in the past, where they get these young players groomed, bedded into the system, and they can play good football. Next thing, City comes around, offers them $1 gazillion, and they sell the players. They need to, at some point, put a stop to that.
I'll
Because you
happily
go
take
back
Saka.
to...
It comes
Who
down to
wouldn't take
ambition,
Saka?
though.
Nah, but
It
who
comes down to
wouldn't take
ambition.
Saka right now?
100%. It comes down to ambition and how much you're also paying the players. Like, Wenger was greedy when it came to paying his players. And that's why guys like Nesri, who are motivated by money, left. Guys like Adebayor, who are motivated by money, left. And then you get a guy like Saka, who is doing very well, who I think could play for a big team in the near future. And yeah, like if Arsenal's not matching his ambitions, he's going to want to leave.
Mhm.
Like this thing, like you can be loyal for 5 seasons, but season number 6, it's time to go.
You
Look at
can't pull a
Kane.
Harry Kane, bro. You can't pull a
Exactly.
Harry
Look
Kane.
at Kane, dog. Like
Mhm.
my man
Kane, yes.
has records. Kane
Yeah,
has
he's got
records
records.
for days,
Dude.
and he has no titles to show for it. Like, what are
Yeah,
you gonna tell your
I-
kids?
At a day,
I
Harry
played
Kane
it.
wins the title, bro. I had
He's got a lot of match balls.
Yo, the day he
You know what
wins
I'm
a
saying?
trophy, I'm sure it's gonna be in tears, Harry Kane, bro. Like, it's gonna be like it's like how RVP won his first Premier League trophy at United, dog. It was like I can't believe this moment type of thing, And I feel like that's what's gonna happen with Kane, but he needs to leave, bro. Like, yes, we get he's got these individual records, but bro, no ring, nothing to show for it, dog.
Live for
Not
where
one
now?
medal.
Where can he go now?
Kane,
He still go to
He can go
City.
to
I mean,
can
his
still go to
addition was
City.
very good.
yeah,
His
because
addition
Kane
was
can
very
play
good.
I think
soccer
the
as well.
The City train is passed. I think City's more focused on Haaland more than anything. I think the City, he's got a better chance of moving to United than he does moving to City.
Yeah, that's not going to help him. But remember, he plays like a midfielder, right?
Whoa!
X, you're gonna need some ice for that.
Oh my god! Shit! No, it's cool, Shabab, bro.
No, so I'm saying Kane plays like a midfielder, right?
Yeah.
Especially now later on. So I think he'll fit into Pep's system where you got that striker that's not really a striker. He can play the false nine and still score goals. So I think he'll fit right in.
Here's a question for you right now. You Man City, you've got 150 million to spend on a player. 2 players. You can either buy Haaland, who is 22, 23, I could be wrong. His release clause right now is going to, next season is going to be plus minus 70 million. So I know his salary or his wages are going to be crazy. So you can use the balance of the 150 million kitty that you have to go and pay his wages. Or you can spend the whole 150 million to get like player like Kane and put him on a 300,000 per week salary, of which at 300, 350, which player would you go for?
I would
If
go
I
for
were
Haaland.
United,
No,
Oh,
no,
it's-
no, no. United can.
If you're
Yeah,
City.
United can afford those. We City.
I would go for Haaland if I'm City, but I mean, Pep wants a striker who can play football. He doesn't want a striker who's going to be, getting behind, run at players. He wants someone who
Yeah.
can get on the ball and play.
yeah.
Yeah, Pino, that's actually a good point there. That
Yeah.
Harry Kane must go to Serie A. Actually, I've never thought of it. Because
Yo,
you look
he
at
would
who's
score
our
should
boy.
him, though.
Yeah, look at
You're
who's
right.
who's our boy that we sold to Serie A. What's that young
Tammy
kid, man?
Abraham.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tammy.
Abraham.
Tammy is doing great. I think he's sitting on how many goals for the season?
Yeah, he's got over 20.
He's a
in
top
all
scorer,
competitions.
isn't he?
Let's check.
Yeah,
Serie
Harry
A.
Kane in the Serie A. That's a
Yo.
good point there.
What about Real Madrid?
There's Uncle Ben.
Nah,
bro.
Madrid is building for the future. Madrid is building for the future, my guy. They can't. They are vested. I mean, they're going to be getting a player like Rudiger. Okay, Rudiger is not really for the future. He's more the present.
Mbappe. Yeah, we getting the Mbappe. It's gonna be interesting in Madrid. Like this transfer window, there's not so many free agents, bruh. So many players who are gonna be free agents, and yeah, it's gonna be insane, bruh. Where
Imagine
everyone
this:
goes.
Harry Kane playing for Juventus.
Yo, you're bang. He would
And remember,
bang.
it's a slow league.
Yo, I'm sure, Brad. Plus 30, dog, a season. Easily, Brad. Provided that he's fit. Then I'm
You
sure.
guys yeah,
No, but you can see now everyone who comes from the Premier League excels when they go to Serie A. Look at who's this Tomori for AC Milan. Tomori looks wavy for them at the back. You know, the league is much slower, bruh. You know, it is what it is, bruh. And with England is just so fast paced, bruh. You have to.
England.
There's a level of fitness that you require. You look at Saul. We know Saul on the ball is nice, but.
England, it's taking him time. It's taking him time for him to adapt.
Exactly.
I mean, that's Saul's been off form even at Atletico, dog. Like he was on the bench. He wasn't starting anymore.
Yeah, which is mad.
So, I don't know what happened, but yeah.
Exactly, bro. Saul was coming along perfectly. Then all of a sudden, like
relationships.
They started putting him at left back.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Right
bro.
wing. Just moved him everywhere.
You know, thingy, who's this guy? Simeone as well. He's ultra defensive, bro. That's why tomorrow's game is gonna be interesting.
Atletico.
For me, it's gonna be very interesting, bro. And I want Ralph to keep the exact same team that he fielded against Spurs, because at least with Fred and Matic, there's a bit of balance. You know, at least Matic is more competent on the ball. He knows how to, you know, his passing ability is much better than McTominay's, you know. And then Fred is the one who's gonna be the box to box guy, because that's what I feel like Fred played very well out of all the players, you know. By his standards, he took it up a notch a bit, because at least he was, you know, covering every single blade of grass, winning the ball back for us, you know, doing the basics. Because for me, at the end of the day, it's the basics, bro. Like that's what I want from my players, bro. For us to.
When are you playing? Are you playing tomorrow or Wednesday?
No, tomorrow, bro. It's Tuesday. Because even Reinik did say that we need to prepare for Tuesday, you know, and ensure that we get some form of result. But hey, we never know with this team, dog. You know, because United can surprise you, bro. At times we beat these big teams, and I can't even say how at times, you know. I can't even come up with a reason for it, but it can happen.
It's the Oli factor.
No.
Oli factor.
You need to stop it.
And your next games are going to be interesting, right? Interesting games. You've got Atletico, and then you're going to take a huge break. You're only coming back on the 2nd, where you're playing Leicester, you're playing Everton, you're playing Norwich, and then you're playing Arsenal, and then Brentford. Yeah, those are winnable games. All the best,
Yeah,
and then you're going to play against
I think the
Brighton.
Liverpool United game will be scheduled in there somewhere
yeah,
because
because
that,
it's
that game was
postponed.
postponed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
So
need to
that
give
will
it
be
a
scheduled in there somewhere.
Esh, bro. But I can't wait for the Chelsea one. Like Chelsea, Chelsea is pick of
Chelsea
name.
don't have money, my guy. Their credit cards are being blocked. Like our manager has to drive the bus. And you saw the meme on Kante cooking for his team because the catering staff is fired. So
Yeah,
we're a team that's on the downward spiral, my guy. So
yeah,
leave us alone.
yeah. No, but you heard Mike yesterday. I mean on Friday. What did he say?
I
Kid?
dropped it. He dropped gems. He dropped
James at
gems.
the end. We are Chelsea. What did he say? We are the impossible Chelsea.
Yeah, and he was
Then he dropped
poetic.
the
He was
mic and
poetic. He
left.
sounded like a really drunk man.
Yeah. But anyway, gents, do you you guys have anything else to add to the show? Because I feel
Predictions for tonight, 3-2 on my side. I give it to Crystal Palace. I think Zaha always shows up whenever he's playing against City. Gallagher, Gallagher is Gallagher. I think 3-2. It's going to be an interesting game.
Yeah, and then Kat, your take?
I think City is way too superior team, man. I think the game will probably end 4-1 to City. Just to put out the statement to let everyone know that this is not this league is not open. Like it's still closed.
Yeah. And then Shabbat.
Nah,
Cat, you just hurt the man.
no.
I gave
Look,
you
as
hope,
much as
and then Cat.
I look, we have to be realistic here. City, it is the perfect type of game for City to lay down a marker. But you never know. I mean, Palace have fight. They have Zaha who can do something out of nothing, and that kid Gallagher is playing well. I think you know what? I don't want to say it because I don't want to jinx it. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna give a scoreline.
You know,
I'm not gonna
Just
give
give
a
a draw,
scoreline.
because give a draw because I've given
No,
a
I'm
win
not.
to
I'm not.
Palace.
I'm not
Cat
giving
is giving
any.
a win
X
to
can give a
City.
draw. X,
yeah.
you can have a draw, and I'll have a.
Nah, I think
All
City
possibilities open.
City will pull what
views.
Chelsea pull.
No one cares about X's views right now
What?
because he doesn't have a vested interest in the game. To him, the game is neither here
does.
nor there. He's just gonna watch.
No,
the
he
ball.
does.
The disrespect.
How close are
What?
Palace to United? Come on, guys.
Ah,
How
they-
close are Palace to United?
Guys, come on. Okay, Shiva, it's my turn to make that prediction. I just
Palace
think
is
Gonna say
11th,
5-0
my guy.
City.
5-0 to City.
Nah, 1-0 to City. They'll win the same in the manner that you guys won on Sunday, rather. It'll be hard.
So what you're saying is City, Palace are gonna give me hope the whole game, like the Everton
Yeah,
game,
and then
right at the end.
And then VAR will miss a penalty again, and
I'm going to bed early, guys. I'm not watching that game.
Yeah. But guys, thank you so much for availing yourselves. Much appreciated. I hope you guys have a lovely evening, and peace out.
All right.
Easy.
See you next week, man.
Shot, guys.
Yeah,
Cheers, everyone.